Outwitting the Danites, an adventure on the western plains before the days of the railroad. Editor, National Tribune. What I am about to relate is a real experience while in the Army out west in the early 60s. At the time of this happening, in the summer of 1864, our regiment, the 11th Ohio Cavalry, was stationed at Fort Laramie, D.T. It belonged to the 7th Corps, Army of the Mississippi. We were sent to the frontier to protect the emigrants and stage lines against the depredations of the Indians. In the summer of 1864, the Redskins were on the warpath, especially the Sioux, Cheyennes, and Arapahoes. They kept us pretty busy for many months. The previous winter, our company, E, was ordered up the road, or along the old California and Oregon Trail, along which there were several posts, where our company was to be distributed in squads. Our first squad was left at Horseshoe Post. The morning we left there, it was 50 degrees below zero. Our next post was at Deer Creek. I will not tell of our awful suffering from the intense cold going from Horseshoe to Elk River Creek, but we finally did arrive more dead than alive at Deer Creek a few days later. We left that place for Platte Bridge, and after leaving there, we arrived at Sweetwater Post, near Independence Rock. Our next post was at Three Crossings, where they left 15 men and myself, the remainder of the company going on to South Pass, which was our last post. At that early day, there were no railroads in that country, and the emigrants going to California and other western states passed along our route. The Mormons passed us going to Salt Lake and coming east after new converts. Those who resided at Salt Lake at that time and whom the Mormons did not want to leave were murdered when they attempted to escape. Old Brigham Young would send his Danites, or destroying angels as they were called, and murder them, then try to make it appear that the Indians did it. It was while we were stationed at Three Crossings that an incident occurred that I wish to relate. An old Danish gentleman and his daughter and another young lady wanted to leave Salt Lake City to go east. The daughter was a very fine singer and was singing in the Salt Lake Theater at the time. They were, of course, Mormons. General O'Connor sent a squad with them down to South Pass, and then our men brought them down to us at Three Crossings. From there, a detail went with them to Sweetwater Post, a distance of 150 miles. The Indians were pretty ugly through the country we had to go, but the most we feared were the Danites. We could at times during the day see the Danites following us on the foothills, and when we camped for the night, we were careful to put out a good guard and picket. We finally got through to Sweetwater Post without a fight with the Indians or the destroying angels, but it was only prevented by our vigilance. As we sat around the lonely campfire at night, many miles from any habitation, the young ladies sang for us so sweetly that we sat with bowed heads, thinking of our homes in the States. I don't know whether they got to the States safely, but they were unmolested as long as we were with them. If any of my old comrades on that detail will write, I will gladly answer. I have the names and addresses of Sergeant W.B. Sager, Privates James Lynch, William Smith, William Houston, and Thornton Dugan, George W. McGillen, Company E, 11th Ohio Cavalry, Elizabeth, Indiana.